Hey, greetings from Prog Monster. My name is Murph, and I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and other rock music. Anyways, today is the Wednesday show, which is the new thing that we're doing. So every Wednesday I'll be doing my favorites, I call it. And today I'm doing a top 10 video for an artist who I've long loved. And it was actually for a while there, a couple of years ago, I actually made it a group of 8, which I had never had that many in my top group before. But the lack of albums and the lack of music over the period of time has kind of slipped them back a bit. Anyways, we're talking about Peter Gabriel, former frontman for Genesis and especially good solo career. So anyways, we're here to talk about my top 10 favorite songs of Peter Gabriel's solo career. And he has a lot of stuff that I really like. I have probably the biggest honorable mentions of any of the group, any of the top 10 videos I've done. And I actually changed a couple songs just before I aired this video, or before I was going to air this video, because sometimes it's hard to figure out which ones I want to put in there because I like so many of them. So anyways, how this works is I have top 10, so I do from my number 10 up to my number 1, and then I give honorable mentions after that. Peter Gabriel has a lot of really good stuff, and I enjoy quite a bit of his music. So without further ado, we'll start with number 10, a song off of Peter Gabriel 2. I know that each of them has like Scratch and Melt Face and Security and all that, but I just tend to just call them 1, 2, and 3. Security, I call Security. I don't call that Peter Gabriel 4. So that's just the way it was for me when it came out. And there's no harm if you want to call it Peter Gabriel 4, if you want to call it Scratch or Melt Face or Car, that's fine too. Anyways, my number 10 song is DIY, which comes off of Gabriel 2. A song I really liked a lot when I first heard it. I got this album roughly when I was about, I think I was about 18, and then I gave all my album collection away. So when I moved out, there was an old record store near me, and I bought a whole slew of tapes, cassette tapes, about 20 of them, and this was one of them. And I played this a lot when I first got it. It was my favorite of the 20 I bought. And I really got into this particular song, DIY, which is Do It Yourself. Fantastic song, and just has a lot of meaning for me too, because I had just moved out and I was trying to break the apron strings of my home life, and so the song had meaning because it do it yourself, right? Okay, so number 9 came off Peter Gabriel 3. To me, is a legendary album, has a lot of really good tracks. And number 9 for me, and Through the Wire. I don't know why I really particularly liked this song. It really didn't have any kind of an emotional impact on me, except for I liked his voice, and I liked certain elements in the song. I don't even remember what the elements were, but there was just something about the song I found really appealing. So number 9 for me is And Through the Wire. Now number 8 comes off the Security album, which was the first CD I ever purchased, I believe. No, actually it wasn't. It was an album. I actually had it in 2 forms. I had the album form, and I also bought the German rendition of the album, which I probably actually ended up playing more. I'm not really sure why. I just found it fascinating listening to an album in German. And at one point in time, I used to sing Shock the Monkey a lot in the shower, and I got to a point where I couldn't remember the English version of it, and I had to go back and listen to it because I had been singing it in German so much I forgot what the lyrics were. Anyways, the song number 8 for me is I Have the Touch. I don't know what, this song really, I liked it. It went through that phase in my early 20s where I was a handshaker. I did this positive thing where I would get up every morning and say hi to the first 5 people, and I was shaking hands everywhere, and This was kind of my battle anthem. I Have the Touch, Security, great song. Number 7, Rhythm of the Heat from the same album. I really like the kind of pulsating part in this song where it's just boom, 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 boom all the time. And, you know, kind of goes with the title of the track, Rhythm of the Heat. And great tune from a great album. You know, one of his best albums, I think. Number 6 comes from an album I got about 4 years ago. And for about 3 of those years, it was in my playlist. That's how much I liked it. It might end up actually being my favorite Gabriel album in the long run. It's moved up quite a bit to be number 2 or 3. And we're talking about Us, of course. And Digging in the Dirt is my number 6 song. I don't know, it's just something kind of interesting about this song. And also the video is quite good. It, you know, all those things going around in his face and all that. He always had such imaginative videos, you know. And this was one of them, Digging in the Dirt. Great song. Number 5, I don't believe it's on any particular album. It's not on any of the studio albums that I know of. It may end up being I know it's on his live album, Peter Gabriel Plays Live. That's where I know it from, and that's why it's become one of my favorite songs, which is I Go Swimming. One of my favorite to sing. Haven't done it much in recent years because I think I kind of burned it out. I was playing it so much and singing it so much that I just got kind of tired of it. So I Go Swimming, number 5. Number 4 comes from Us. It's a song that I've been playing. I was in my playlist up until the last month or two. Yeah, about the last month. So it was in my playlist for a good while. And this song was one of the reasons. It's such a fantastic song. And I really like Peter Gabriel's lyrics. They're so thought-provoking. And this is the Kiss the Frog. Great tune. So number 4, Kiss the Frog. Number 3 comes from Gabriel 3. And it's such a goosebump song, you know. I love the vocals. I love the song, and I always get emotional when I play it. And it's Biko. I know it's the story of Stephen Biko from South Africa and the stuff that he suffered through for his country. I'm not really a political person, so I don't know the entire story behind it. But the song is fantastic. Okay, number 2 comes back to Security, and it, of course, is the song that I sang in German so much, which was Shock the Monkey. Now I actually can't remember too much of the German anymore because I now sing it in the English version. But I really like the heavy drums in this, or the drum synthesizer parts. The song itself is really catchy and a very emotional song, I think. It really captures your emotions. Great tune, Shock the Monkey. Of course, number 1 was never going to be in doubt. It was the first song I put on here. I didn't even have to put it in the list. It was number 1 from the first time I heard it. It's been number 1, and nobody's really close to it. And maybe I don't know if it's my favorite song that Peter Gabriel sang. There's some stuff from Genesis I quite like that I may like more than it. But for a solo career, definitely number 1, and that's Games Without Frontiers. A majestic song, fantastic lyrics, just a real catchy beat. The whole song is just, to me, perfection. It's one of the most perfect songs ever written, I believe. Comes from Gabriel 3, of course. Such a majestic song. I love it. Games Without Frontiers, and I never ever get tired of it. Sometimes I'll be putting my albums away and I'll see this album and I just put it on. I may not even play the whole album, but I will play this song always. It's just such a meaningful song. It never gets overplayed for me, anyways. Maybe if it was on the radio constantly, I might get sick of it, but then again, I might not because I never listen to the radio anymore because I'm tired of the continuous replay of everything. They never play anything new from groups. Anyways, that's it for my top 10. So from 1 to 10, Games Without Frontiers from Gabriel 3, Shock the Monkey from Security, Biko from Gabriel 3 as well. Number 4, Kiss the Frog from Us. Number 5, I Go Swimming from the Unknown album. I don't even know. I think I got it off of the live album, and it might actually been on a movie soundtrack or something. Number 6, Digging in the Dirt from Us. Rhythm of the Heat is number 7 from Security. Number 8 is I Have the Touch from Security. And Through the Wire is number 3, is from the third album, is number 9. Number 10 is DIY from Peter Gabriel 2. Honorable mentions is fairly lengthy. I think there's about 12 or 13 here. And there's a bunch of others I could have easily included, but I kept it to about 12 or 13. So we have Salisbury Hill, another great song off of the first album. Humdrum, also off the first album, a song I quite like. On the Air, this is a song that almost made it in the top 10. It's been in the top 10 before for me, but almost made it, just lost out at the last moment. It was one of the songs I switched out. Red Rain, another great track off of his Security album. Sledgehammer, that was the one song I made a disc of this at Wonderland one year of me singing it. I think I still have it somewhere on cassettes, but I really quite like this song too. In Your Eyes, another fantastic song. Big Time, I kind of dig the lyrics in this song quite a bit. Come Talk to Me, great song off of the Us album. Love to Be Loved, also off the Us album. Secret World, again off the Us album, and Steam, of course. There's about 6 tracks I really, really like on that album, and to be honest, there isn't really a song on there that I don't like. Some of them I like more than others. The other song that I didn't mention earlier, and I had moved it, and it's kind of partially rubbed out, was a song that was on my top 10, and I removed it for another song, which is I Don't Remember. Sorry, I was drawing a blank. I don't remember. Anyways, the last song was Walk Through the Fire, which I believe was from a movie soundtrack. I really like this song quite a bit too. The drum beat kind of reminds me of Shock the Monkey a bit. So there you have it, Peter Gabriel. Top 10 of Peter Gabriel, one of the great vocalists of all time. I really love his lyrical masterpieces. I love his style and his arrangement of music. I loved it with Genesis. I love it even more on his solo career. Well, maybe not more, but I certainly like it just pretty close to as much. Anyways, there you have it. Give me your top 10 Peter Gabriel songs. I'd be interested in why they're your top 10, or at least make the list anyways. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and give me any comments you want to give me. So this particular show will air on Wednesdays every week, a new favorites, whether it's a top 10 or a top 25 or a top 10 music interest or something, ranking the albums. I may do a ranking the albums. I haven't done one of those since my first set of videos with Rush, and I've been mulling over who I might do. I don't have the entire collection of any of the other groups. I have a lot of stuff from most of them, but I kind of like to have all the albums before I make a ranking, but it might not be possible to do that, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. You take care. Frog Monster signing off.